the middle. And oh, that is huge. Oh, he's gone again. This one will be out of the ground.
Adam Gilchrist, last week voted by his peers as our greatest ever one-day cricketer.
That's gone a very long way. He's a strong man. That's 6.
One-day cricket gave me my opportunity to make an impression on the international stage and try and cement a regular spot in the Australian cricket setup.
That's 4 more.
400 catches and close to 10,000 runs, an imposing one-day record. The 149 at the World Cup final, Gilly in full flight.
Going large.
To get out there and contribute at such a big stage,
Is it the first
really
wicket?
satisfying. I felt throughout the tournament I had something big to offer, and it hadn't panned out that way. Really, it was a steady tournament, but compared to some of our teammates, or my teammates, I hadn't done much. But you know, that final will always be, very special in my mind.
Turning 36 last Wednesday, cricket's father time is hovering, and it appears the coloured clothes will be the first retired.
Previously, I would never have entertained the thought of pulling out of one-day cricket. I always had this mindset that when I finish, I'll walk away from both forms. But I've seen how it's benefited guys like Warnie and Justin Langer, not so much voluntary pulled out of one-day cricket, but he didn't play a lot towards the end of his career, so that extended their test careers.
His career may well have been over by now, had he not enjoyed extended breaks in the past 2 off-seasons.
Very timely in my career, and if we'd had, after that World Cup that we won back in April, if we'd had sort of another 12-month straight of cricket, maybe my thoughts on it would have been different. But fortunately for me, I was able to get away and think a lot about it, but also spend time with family and friends.
For Adam Gilchrist, time away from his growing family is tough.
Yeah, we've got 3 kids now, so we're not the first family in the world to have 3 children. I'm sure there's many out there that know and have indeed many, many more, but every time we're fortunate enough to be presented with another child, it changes the dynamic a bit, but I must say Mel, my wife, is extraordinary in her ability to keep our family functioning and those kids on track.
Got him right before tee.
There are still some boxes to tick in the 5-day game. He's now closing in on Ian Healy's Australian dismissals record.
Oh yes.
Oh, people are talking about it, and I've always been aware of where Ian Healy finished because I respect him so much. If I get to that point or even past it, it would be a huge moment, but it's not something that I've sat down and analysed too much.
Catch goes. Skies. Oh, wow, what about that?
100 off 57 balls, Perth, your home deck. You probably weren't at the peak of your performances before that with the bat. Can you talk us through what that meant, not only the innings, but where it turned you?
Yeah, that innings probably exercised a few demons for me from 2005 Ashes series, where I did struggle with the bat a little bit in that series. Certainly didn't reach the standards that I had been reaching up to that point in my career. So to get out there and everything fell into place. It wasn't the most difficult batting conditions in the world. It wasn't the gutsiest innings, but for me, it allowed me to just play with that freedom that England had probably strangled me of in the previous sort of 6 or 7 test matches against them. So extremely satisfying in that sense, and the fact that it was in the match where we regained the Ashes, that just makes it all the more special. And at the Wacker, it was a good fun day.
The Ashes series in 2005 certainly was a dark period, Gilchrist failing to make a half-century. The Perth 100 was a short-term fix. The exorcism won't be complete until it's English blood on English soil.
It's a long way away, but it's not a long way away. Sort of, you think about 2009 Ashes on the calendar, it is not that far away, but there is a lot of cricket between now and then, so we'll try and manage it and see how I go. But for the moment, it's a bit more of a football cliche. I'll not 1 week at a time, but I'll take it one season at a time and see how I'm going from there.